is our first actual video that we've ever done. If you'd like to introduce yourself, this is Miss
ZORALEY.
Miss ZORALEY. She's actually on here for our first interview for Tattoo My Therapy. So a lot of people have a lot of pre-thoughts about what tattoos are and what they mean to people. So we just want to kind of break up the stigma a little bit. And Miss ZORALEY has been kind enough and awesome enough to get on camera and kind of talk about, you know, what she wants to get from her tattoos and what all they mean to her. All right, so she's actually got an awesome, amazing story. She's gonna she's going to talk about a little bit of it with us. And I guess I'll let you kind of take it from there. So you've got several tattoos on you, right?
Yeah.
How many tattoos do you have?
Total? 6 now.
6 now. Okay, awesome. So we actually just did a tattoo a few minutes ago. She hasn't seen it
I
yet.
haven't seen it yet.
Okay. Yeah, are you nervous to see it?
A little bit.
A little bit?
I mean, I know it's going to look good.
Right. Well, she's got faith in me. She knows it's going to look good. Okay. That's okay. Yeah. She got faith in me. But it means a lot to her, though. And I'll let her talk about more of that. So let's kind of just start with some of the simple ones if you want. Let's talk about the friends one we just got with Maddie.
Okay, so where's the flashlight? I need a flashlight to show them what it is.
Here, I'll get it for you first. So
I got mine up there somewhere. Okay, so the first one, a friend of mine, Matthew, he comes here all the time too and gets tattoos. So Miss Abby and I believe one of her friends did the lightning.
Yeah, I got you.
You got me?
Yeah.
So, and the lightning matching, it's like a best friend or friendship matching lightning tattoo. I used the green or the yellow, I'm not sure what color I used, but anyways. So, as you saw, when it's regular light, it's just a black tattoo.
Yeah.
But if you're under the black light, you can see the flash. So, the way our tattoo symbolizes as a friendship, he has his on his other hand, I have mine on one, is during our darkest storms, during storms you get lightning. When the lightning comes, it lights up the room, or, you know, it sends light. So, as friends, when we're battling our own dark storms, our friends should be the ones that lighten our life up. So that meant a lot to us. I cried when we came up with that one.
No, that's
but
awesome.
that meant a lot to us. So it's like regular, and then
No, it's right here. I
know mine's different.
No, it's okay.
And then,
yeah, so she did that UV ink one like that with her friends, and I imagine, and Maddie's been there quite a bit for you, hadn't he?
Maddie's actually one of my clients too at the shop.
Yeah.
So he's just,
Maddie's a really good person.
Sweet, genuine hearted.
So y'all been there through, with each other, like, you know, through like a lot of troubling times, I guess.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He knows that I'm always there for him, and I know all I have to say is, Maddie, come, and he'll fly. He'll be right there for me.
He's that type of person too. He would absolutely.
Hard worker, but he's.
So did that tattoo meant a lot to both of you then? I assume.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It meant a lot to both of us.
So let's talk about this one.
Okay, this one here, it says Nene, which is short for Renee. It is a peacock feather. It has purple and it has teal. It has scissors, and it has the day that Renee was born. Year.
It's okay.
Nope, it's coming. I can feel my eyes bugging. It's the year that she was born, and the year that she passed. Now, Renee passed on the 30th of August, which August is coming up right around the corner. So, it's another anniversary of her death. Now, Renee, a lot of people knew her in town. She worked for Haircuts Unlimited. She's actually the owner's daughter. She was like a big sister to me. Very big-hearted person.
It's okay. It's okay.
And you were coming. So
she was really close to you.
I mean, everybody knew that I would call her my big sister. When I first started working at the salon, she was.
It's okay. Take your time. Take your time. We've got all day.
Now, everyone laughs. My boss would tell everybody as she introduces me. I mean, my boss, they're like family to me, you know.
Right.
But she'll tell everybody, who in the world would have thought I would have hired a deaf receptionist?
Really? Yeah.
I mean, I'm deaf.
But you're crushing it now up there.
I'm deaf. I mean, I'm grateful for my new devices that they helped me get.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, sometimes it was a struggle. But Renee, I also went through, when I first started there, I was going through a very hard time in life. The day I got the phone call for the job, it was strictly, hey, did you get a job yet? And I said, no. And they said, well, can you get here in an hour and a half? And I said, for an interview? And my boss said, when you can get here, I'll start training you. Now, frankly, the night before, I was trying to commit suicide.
Yeah. How long ago was that now?
4.5 years ago.
That was 4.5 years ago.
That was my last suicide. So that's where this tattoo comes in here. We didn't finish this one, but the scissors represents Renee for her passion of hair. Let's just go with that one. So, Renee loved peacocks. So I had to make sure that I did something to resemble another passion of hers was her peacocks. I added the purple because the purple was my favorite color. And I know she always liked the teal and the, what do you call that color? Autumn color. It's like the pumpkin color, maybe. I guess I don't know.
The pumpkin color.
I call it
No, we'll go with that. That's fine.
So we did the teal to go with the purple and the peacock. Now, when I first said I wanted to get a tattoo, I asked her parents first because I didn't want to offend them in any way of getting her name and something in honor of her on me. And the one thing her dad said, if you do it, don't put Renee, can you put Nene? Because that's what they called her. So then that's why I did that. So that's also... Now, Miss Renee also helped me get off my medication, my antidepressant medications that were no good for me. In a certain way, I mean, it wasn't who I was. There was a time where she said, what are you on? Show me what you're on. Gave her bottles, and she said, you need to get off those. Because, you know, doctors here nowadays, they'll go with the first thing that comes out in the market, and of course they try to promote, and the doctors are going to get money for whatever new antidepressant or new medications out there. But meanwhile, there's sometimes with some people, that's not.
Doesn't work for everybody.
So she taught me how to cope without any type of medication. Now, yes, some anxiety attacks come out a little stronger. I think I struggle more now with the attacks because I don't have her around, but then I try to focus on what she has instilled in me and try to, you know, what she has taught me.
With that tattoo being on your arm for her, right? Is that like a, can you draw, like look at that tattoo and kind of draw like, you know, strength from that sometimes?
Yeah, a lot of times people will see me just rubbing my hand, and it's not that my hand hurts, but it's just, it's when I'm going through my attacks, this is the hand I always grab.
Right.
So that's another reason why, and plus it's closer to my heart. That's the only reason why I put her tattoo on this arm.
So the tattoo has really helped a lot, I guess, actually, with that.
It has helped.
That's amazing, actually.
I mean, it didn't come out with the color that I wanted. I bold and you know, but I mean, it still represents her, and it's.
Do you remember when you got that tattoo? Do you remember how it made you feel that day?
Very emotional.
Very emotional. I can imagine so.
Very, very, very emotional.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's amazing. So that's been a blessing, hasn't it?
Yep.
That's really sweet that you did that, the way you done that and all the thought that you put into that. That's not, you know, a lot of people when they get these tattoos, as you see for Miss ZORALEY here, a lot of people do get some tattoos, obviously, just because they're cool. I mean, I've got a lot of them like that too. I just thought, man, that's going to look awesome on me, right? But then, you know, I've got things on me just like she does. We'll get in that till later. But, you know, we put a lot of thought in this sometimes, and it helps us draw strength a lot of times from it to get past things in life or to overcome things in life. I mean, you draw strength from a lot of places in life. You know, God being a main source, and then friends and family, and, you know, many other things. Tattoos being one of them. Tattoos really are like a form of therapy for a lot of people. That's why we're doing this series again, and I believe that it shows very well, especially in this tattoo on Miss ZORALEY's forearm. I mean, you just heard her story, and then this one. This one
we did 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I think we did this one about 2 weeks ago, I believe.
So, I put the faith, and as you can see, faith, and then I have the semicolon. A lot of people know what the semicolon means. A lot of people don't know what the semicolon means.
Yes.
Semicolon is more for like mental health awareness.
Right, absolutely. I know. Oh no, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I know
Okay,
just the way that a lot. It's okay. It's okay. I'll help you out a little bit. So I know, at least with me and my experience with the semicolons, I've tattooed these on a lot of people. Some people have a little bit of a different meaning towards them, a little bit. For the most part, though, it's an awareness a form of awareness or a form of therapy for them to help depict or to get past a spot in their life where they thought about ending their life, or they've had someone that they cared about that went through this, whether they actually did end their life, unfortunately and sadly, or maybe they were wanting to, and this friend came and got this tattoo as an expression of, hey, we're here, we love you, don't do that. I know the semicolon, typically, at least the way that like I've been explained, in the past from doing them for other clients, is that the semicolon is a way typically for a writer to end a sentence without actually ending it, right? So a lot of times when people get these semicolons, I don't know if that was the same for you or not, but a lot of times when these people are wanting to end their lives, the semicolon is just like an expression to themselves, a lot of the times at least, to where we're ending that portion of our life, but we're going to carry on. Just like the writer would in that book. He wants to end that sentence, but not really end what he's discussing. Let's just move on. So a lot of people get that as an awareness, a sense of awareness, and as representation for that strength that they draw from that. So that actually is a very good form of help, I guess we'll say, for lack of better words, for a lot of people. Is that what that was for you?
It was. I mean, it's basically, like I said before, I had tried ending my life on more than one occasion. But that part of me is behind me. The way I put it with faith is, since I started my walk with God, faith, of course you have to have a lot of faith.
You have to have a lot of faith.
You have to have a lot of faith. You have to know that no matter your storm that you're going through, as long as you put your anchor down and you keep trusting in Him and leaving it in Him, He's going to get you through it.
Absolutely.
So in mine was the faith, and then the semicolon. That never mean I'll never hit another depression stage in my life or anything, because I can never control your feelings. But the suicidal attempts, no. Because the way I say it is, God is my Arthur now. So the sentence is my life.
I love that.
God is writing the book, and the sentences is my life. So I will continue on, have faith.
Absolutely love that.
And not lose myself in the middle of a storm, and just know that no matter what, He's got me. As long as I'm following Him and doing the right thing, and getting closer and closer to Him, I'll be okay.
You do, and we see you every Sunday. Listen, this lady is in there every Sunday, cheerful, smiling. She's in there ready every Sunday. So I think
flying in there the last minute, but I'm in there.
Absolutely. So
I'll be late for my own funeral. I'm sorry. I'm late for everything. My boss will tell you that too.
Since you've gotten that tattoo, has that ever have you ever had, because we all go through times, ups and downs, different seasons, as we like to talk about a lot, at least in our community of friends, especially friends that we go through at church and stuff. We like to kind of describe these things as seasons of life. The roller coaster rides of life that go up and down. We all have that. We all experience. These are the things that strengthen us and help us, find that right walk of life that God has meant for us. Now, so since you have gotten that tattoo, has there ever been times to where you have felt down afterwards and you just looked at that and was like, hey,
I'll be honest with you. Yesterday, if you follow my post, I did make a grieving post, and I explained how it was so close to the month that I felt my life changed, was when she passed. Because when she passed, it did affect me a lot. Absolutely. A lot, because I was my one to go to on everything. That was the one that I can be at home and I can be angry and just yelling at my walls to stop talking to me, because I would sometimes feel like the walls were caving in on me.
Right.
And it's like, I didn't even have to send her a message, but she'll call me and be like, hey, stop it. And I'm like, there were a few times I said to her, do you have a camera in my house? Because that's how I felt. I'm like, how are you watching me? And I'm like, what are you doing? But, and of course I didn't have that anymore. And I think one of my biggest struggle was when she passed was recovery.
Right.
Biggest struggle losing her was trying to stay sober. And not going back to that
lifestyle.
To that lifestyle. To
I
that
understand.
darkness.
A lot of people do know or don't know, and I'll get into all that. We're not talking about me today, but I understand what she means. About the struggles as far as that goes. It's for a lot of people. Some people easier than others. Some people harder than others. But struggle is real when you're an addict. And I used to be an addict, absolutely myself. So I can understand. So that means you're a very strong person. Okay.
And I'm sober. I've been sober.
Awesome.
And I'm gonna stay sober. But I mean, that's why that tattoo also has so much meaning. So yeah, there are times where I can feel that darkness for a moment, and of course I just have to lay it down in his feet and then pray, and then just I go to one of my several books that I've got now that I'm trying to read. One of them is the Joyce Meyer's How to Heal the Soul of a Woman. It's really good.
Okay.
So it's like people who feel like they can never love again, or they can never, they endured so much abuse or whatever. That one's helped me out a lot too.
A lot of people.
And then also the tattoo, knowing that I can look at this and be like this, I know. You can just put that charm for nothing, come on, snap out of it.
Absolutely.
Be like, not today, devil, not today.
Yeah, no, that's very good. A lot of people, actually, so just a side note real fast, I'm in agreement with her. I have a tattoo on my wrist right here. It says 2%. Just to share with you, so I understand what you mean. I
never saw that one.
No? You never see that?
Never.
Yeah, do you know what that means?
I know you this long, and I never seen that one.
Do you know what that means? Yeah, so they say...
brother. I'm not the only one.
Yeah, they say about only 2% of people ever get clean of methamphetamines and actually stay clean. So I got that because I used to be on methamphetamines, quite heavy actually, for years and years at a time. For a long time, for close to a decade actually. I got that tattoo as, my representation, and sometimes I look down at my wrist and I say, not today, because I have a lot of things going for me. I have a beautiful son, a beautiful wife, beautiful, friends and family surrounding me, and, that tattoo I draw strength from a lot too. I didn't know you didn't know that.
No, I've never even seen that, no. I've been around you so long and I never even noticed that one.
So we were talking about, all these things about to do with strength and stuff, and how all these, a lot of these things, these tattoos that she had, and very much so, I guess, absolutely worked for a form of therapy for her, I would say.
And I'm a baby when it comes to pain. Oh, Lord, I'm a baby. I don't even have really any pain on any of those.
She was so worried about the pain, but she done so well each time. So we did a tattoo, right before we started this, and she hasn't seen this tattoo yet.
No.
She knows what it is, the actual tattoo. She's the one that, helped me design it. We designed it. We put the stencil on, and she just looked away while we did the tattoo. We made this agreement beforehand, just because, why not, man? She's awesome, okay? So, but I think this has a lot to do with what we're actually talking about today. So I'm about to take, and I'm going to put some gloves on real fast. We actually taped this up with something before we started this. So I'm actually going to take and put some gloves on real quick, and we're going to clean this tattoo off, and we're going to see how she feels about seeing it for the first time. This will be interesting. Are you excited?
Yes.
Are you nervous?
No.
You're not nervous?
Maybe a little, but not.
It's okay.
Listen, you're making it. Listen. Between God and the people that God placed in my life are making me break things that I break. How do I put it? Patterns, I guess, that I never did before. I would never even, listen, I failed all of my stuff in school because I would not stand up. I would not do none of those presentations. I would not talk in front of people.
So let's turn away from the camera for just 1 second.
Oh, I felt that. I don't know what that was, but I felt that.
Alright, so let me get some of this stuff off here. And pull that. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
That's the one.
Excited.
It's kind of crazy actually. A lot of people, believe it or not, I have other people, many clients, I'll name no names. They come to us and they talk about the many different ways that they find therapy actually. A lot of these people, man, they come here for tattoos. It's not just things like this, which are amazing, but have to do with self-awareness for finding strength, through their troubling times, stuff like that, as far as just religious aspects. A lot of these things are, like, I've got people that come to us and they've had loved ones that's passed away, and they get things of remembrance for them, like she did on her forearm here. She was discussing. We also have people, man. They come and they have where they used to have a lot of hatred in their heart, whether it be racism or other things, and we'll do tattoos to cover them other old tattoos up and rid them of them past memories as much as possible, or at least reminders. We have people that come that used to cut themselves. We cover the scars, or we've had I've covered scars and wounds and stuff like that from people that went through a lot of abuse, all kinds of different things. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. I just want y'all to understand that this goes in many different forms. People find these tattoos to be a comfort of therapy and a source of therapy in many different ways. So, are you ready?
I am.
Are you? Okay, I think you're going to love it. I think it's
so I don't
super
remember
cute.
my eyes here because for a moment I just went back to like over a month ago. Notice how over a month ago is when I wanted one like every week, I felt like. Well, I felt, I did. And not intentionally or anything, but I did hurt somebody very, very close to me. But not like, I didn't mean to. I mean, the way it all happened wasn't meant to be. But I knew I had to give that person time to absorb what had happened on their own.
Right.
But it hurt me more because that's not how it was supposed to happen.
Right.
So at that moment where I felt like I lost someone extremely important to me, I basically said like my whole family. I felt like that one person was my whole family, so which would be her mother. Because in my head I kept saying, well, I didn't kill nobody. I didn't, you know what I mean? What I did, yes, I did do this, but I wasn't aware of certain situations,
right.
You know? It was knowing that I possibly lost her because we weren't talking.
Right.
She felt like everybody was against her. It was more like a pain. Like I had to feel that. I had to get that.
I had to feel the pain. Yeah.
I had to feel the pain.
And
then now, she's probably still gonna kill me, because now it's like, everything's good now. I got my mama back, or so forth, as I would say it. But I had to have closure with this one. This one was gonna be. Let's keep saying, no more tattoos. No more tattoos. But this one was gonna be the, because I had to stay strong.
You had to stay strong.
I had to stay strong through it all. I couldn't let any of what has happened define who I am, or
Absolutely.
or tear me back down.
I think that in life,
take me to where I used to be.
Absolutely. We can let things that happen to us define us, or we can let the way that we react to them define who we are.
That's true.
So, is that what this represents?
Yeah.
So you want to take a look at it for the first time ever?
I know I'm start crying.
Want to count down 3, 2, 1.
It's beautiful. I think that looks so beautiful. I love it. I love the cross. So I got the strength, and then I got the cross, and then we got the faith.
Yeah. Want to do your hands like this? That's a very good reminder, actually.
Is it okay?
We're definitely going to have to get a picture like that later. That was good.
I love it.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Thank you very much, Miss ZORALEY, for doing this with us. It means a lot.
It means a lot to me because I just want people to know that I can't say it.
It's okay. Just want people to know, hey, we're here. We all go through this.
Yeah, we all go through it at some point in our life.
A lot of people, you will be seeing and hearing firsthand a lot more stories in the future. When we originally made this, actually, it was the idea came about with us. Mainly, me and my wife, we were talking about it, and we wasn't sure if people would be willing to do this. And actually, it's the opposite. There's a lot of people with a lot of stories of how tattoos have been forms of therapy for them, and they want to share. So stay tuned. We'll definitely find a lot more brave people, a lot more awesome people to show and tell their stories about Tattoo My Therapy. All right, guys. Thank you, Ms. ZORALEY.
Thank you.